What's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the Lions Den Boxing Community, LDBC, the YTBC, and everybody in between. We back grinding, we working. And Anothy Joshua, in an article seeing the boxing, an article on Boxing Scene, which I'll link in the description so you can read it for yourself and know this true, says that Joesph Parker is by far a tougher fight for him than Deontay Wilder. Says, Wilder doesn't really throw body shots. Parker don't throw many combinations, but neither do Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder only has a right hand, and Parker has good stamina, good chin. I think he said good power, speed, or something like that. And basically trying to dismiss Wilder and dismiss his win over Luis Ortiz. Said, in my 40th fight, I wouldn't be struggling like in Luis Ortiz. I can't envision myself struggling like that. But at the end of the day, you struggle with a 42-year-old, 41-year-old Vladimir Klitschko, and it took you 11 rounds to knock him out. You're supposed to be a power puncher, right? That's one thing you predicated on, but it took you got dropped, didn't throw a punch for 3 rounds, and it took you to the 11th round to score a knockout by a guy coming off a 16-month layoff, who was knocked out at half the time by Corey Sanders, who was knocked out also before that, 2 more times, and took you 11th round to do something that had already been done. I mean, I hate to say it, they want to, critique and nitpick him, Eddie Hearn want to sway the media, and dudes like Johnny Nelson eats it up, and, relays it to the UK fans, and they eat it up, and they act like, oh, this and that. Dude, we all know that Deontay Wilder is a way more dangerous fighter than Joesph Parker. Turn on Joesph Parker last 4 fights: trash, garbage, waste management, garbage on fire. It's not impressive at all. And the simple thing is, they know Deontay is a big threat. Anytime somebody go out their way and start lying and making shit up and saying, oh, he only got a right hand, well, if he only got a right hand and he on his 40th fight and he this easy, he this bum, like y'all fans say he a bum, then why they no rush to be the bum? Why is it, I'm not ready for the bum, and it's going to be 2019, 2020, I'm not ready for him, and when I'm ready, I'll be ready, all that. If it's a bum, you going to take the bum out, right? He out here, lying and trying to make it sound good. But at the end of the day, he knows he don't want that smoke with Wilder. He don't. He really don't. And he only got 20 fights. And I don't care what you got. You got a championship belt. Anytime you're a champion, you should defend it versus anybody in your division. Any challenger that come up, you should be able to defend that championship belt. Facts. And you could just tell, man. You could just tell like how they going out the way, making crazy assumptions. How they going out the way, trying to bash Deontay Wilder. How they saying, he this, he that, he not that good, he a bum, he this, and they keep saying he got to do this, do that, do this. At the end of the day, you only keep putting hurdles up, versus a guy that you fear. A guy that you don't fear, you're going to go head up and get that last belt. You're going to be like, you know what, after I beat Parker up, I'm going to get you. Or shit, fuck Parker, we can do it right now. I'll get you, then I'll get that last belt from Parker. There's no way in hell that you can still look at Joesph Parker and say he's a better fighter than Deontay Wilder. Period. Well, Parker more technical, that don't mean shit. Because obviously, Luis Ortiz was technical. A whole bunch of other fighters was technical. Balanced. And got smoked. Luis Ortiz was smoked Joesph Parker, man. Period. Luis Ortiz would smoke Joesph Parker. Shit, real shit. Romain Stavern in the first fight with Wilder may beat Joesph Parker, in my opinion. Parker is not a good fighter, bro. He's one of the most overrated fighters I've seen. From the Takan fight to the Ruiz fight, 2 fights that was, the Ruiz fight, most people thought Andy Ruiz beat him. He had a fat heavyweight. Then the fight after that, Ronovich, whatever. Hughie Fury, man, those was 4 piss-poor performances, man. 4 piss-poor performances and didn't score a knockout on none of them. So you telling me what Wilder would knock out Takan, probably? I think he'd knock out Takan. Maybe. I think that'd be the toughest knockout. He'd have knocked out Ruiz for sure. Radovich for sure. Hughie Fury for sure. Hughie Fury had an opportunity to face Deontay Wilder last February. Well, whenever he fought Gerald Washington. He turned it down, declined it, and ran off. The UK know what's up with Deontay Wilder. Anothy Joshua don't want no smoke. Joesph Parker missed the vital WC mandated drug test. He was going to size up and fight Deontay Wilder. I forgot who it was, and he seen him ice his ass. He said, I don't want no problems. He don't want no problems. Anothy Joshua don't want no problems. All of a sudden he getting down in weight and ripping up and stuff like that. We'll see how it does for him. But as much as y'all trash, Deontay Wilder, trash Anothy Joshua, he ain't shit special. This dude is earmuffs, come forward, same type of combinations. It's the same redundant shit. Protect my chin, hide behind my sides, wear you down there and knock you out. He don't do shit special neither. He's a big stiff. Deontay Wilder is way more athletic than Anothy Joshua. Nobody talks about that. Quicker, faster, better stamina, weighs less, punches harder. He might not be technical, but Joshua is straight textbook. And being straight textbook and stiff is a bad idea when you're going against a wild mongoose like Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. I'm just saying, anytime a dude keep coming up with excuses not to fight a guy, what else is more there to say? You still guys out here defending that shit, that whole shit. And 9 times out of 10, if you guys defending Anthony Joshua outside his backing in the UK, it's probably hoes in life. Y'all probably live by the whole code. Because y'all can relate to him. You relate to running from that bully at school and not fighting them and taking an alternate route home. You can relate that, one of your rivals in schools is better than you and you avoided them. So you ain't gotta take that beating on the basketball or the football court. Instead of going straight on and getting that respect. If Anthony Joshua just would have fight Deontay Wilder and stop hiding behind excuses, he'd get that respect. Win, lose, or draw from the American public. But now, it's like if you fight Wilder now and he get knocked out, everybody just gonna cream him. Gonna go on top and just pile on. And that's what it is, man. And that's what it is. Got a lot of respect for Deontay. I had some respect for Joshua, but it's running out by every frightening statement that he makes. We gone.